This morning, the chickens are moving. Not off the farm, but to a new location. Let's make like an Autobot and transform and roll out. Most people think that chickens just make a crow sound. No, they actually make a wide variety of sounds that communicate different things. For example, a rooster, when it senses danger, will alarm the flock by making different sounds to call the flock, to call the hens in for safety. Also, when the rooster has found food, he wants to share with the lady, so he'll make a certain noise to kind of call them over. And the hen, when it lays an egg, she's often very proud of herself, and she makes a certain noise that lets you know that she has just laid an egg. So chickens are pretty neat creatures, and we enjoy having them here on the farm.
Wow, they're roosters.
The housing that we use for our chickens is Justin Rhodes inspired chickshaw. We just added a little bit steeper pitch on our roof because our chickens like to jump on top of the roof and sleep at night, and we wanted to try to avoid that, and adding a steeper pitch to the roof has discouraged them from doing that. After we moved the chickshaw, we found that there is a hen that seems to be injured. We'll have to figure out what we can do with her to help her. In the late fall, we moved the chickens into our flower garden to basically till up the garden and prepare it for the following spring. And so they did that, and this is what the area looked like once we moved them in. And then now, this is what the area looks like. They have completely tilled away the flowers and ate up the remains. We basically moved them from this area, one station at a time, one block at a time, to this area, and then to this area. This is where they were most recently. And you can see that it is basically fertilized with chicken manure, and it is ready to be tilled and prepped for sowing flowers once again. Here at the Big Pond Farm, we are huge fans of the Premier One products. All of the electrified fencing that we use here on the farm are from Premier One. My personal favorite is their green permanet, because the stakes and the spikes are much sturdier and are far less likely to bend. I highly recommend, if you're going to purchase any of the Premier One netting, that you purchase the double spikes. We use the fiber tough rods to make corners when we set up our fencing, as well as to just add extra support in the areas that it is needed. We also use the net post for the sags that tend to occur. I strive to let there be as little contact as possible with the net and the ground, just so that way you can keep a full charge, and that way you can keep your fence as strong as possible. Now that we have the fence set up, the chickens moved, we're going to see if we can involve Lacey and the other kids. We try to work together whenever we can, whenever possible, just to make sure that we continue to share life together and work together. So we're going to see if they'll help us set up, make the final touches on the fence, setting up the Energizer, and here we go. Could you all give us some help making the final touches on the fence? Chickens that we moved. We're going to set up the Energizer and just go around and make sure things are secure.
Say sure.
Micah, can you help too? Micah! Hey! So here we have our Premier 1 solar Energizer, and it is powered by the Patriot dual purpose fence Energizer. For the spaces that are in between the places in the ground where animals could still get underneath, I have taken 10 to 12 inch metal wire and bent them and made pins where I can place in the last line of the netting that is not electrified, so that way that those areas where there would be the little gaps where an animal could get through are no longer there. Those pins help eliminate that area.
It looks like the ducks are coming to say hello to the chicken. But what's really happening is they're hitting her up for some food. We don't know exactly what's wrong with her. So we gave her water and food, plenty of food. And she's been eating, so we'll see how she does. Oh, and drinking, there she goes. So hopefully she'll make a full recovery. Hello, Wolverine. Excuse me, sir. Are you sleepy again?